GotGame East versus Evil Geniuses. It's going to be round 3. And, well, GGE have taken 2 in a row, and EG need now 3 to make sure they can claim either a top 2 spot in the upper bracket finals. And Matt,
I'll just quickly make that point again, just to sound a little bit less stupid. But yeah, Eli, I really felt that when Ziz was on Eli in that last game, he really could have just switched over to Happy Minty for a second, just shivved a crippling, and that would have helped him out a lot. He would have helped him. He could have faced Happy Minty for most of that game while he was on Sodder and taken a lot less damage.
Yeah, he could have indeed. So the gates are going to open, and remember, female co-host spot still open. You don't need massive fun bags. You just got to show them every once in a while, and we get on fine. Anyway, Happy Minty then are going to sit defensively with the team. We've got GotGame East. Fel Hunter comes in, takes a little bit of damage from arcane barrages. Going to switch over to Venruki, who's just throwing it out there. And you can see the rogue right at the other end. Ziz almost kind of.
Oh, look at this! Up. He takes the Feldom down.
And in comes actually Feldom actually got out.
What got the counterspell on the Feldom.
I'm not sure how that actually managed to happen, but it does look like they polyed him and are going to go offensive now onto the Feldom again. Ziz is going to have to get involved onto this fight. Feldom, Felguard, do apologise, but now he comes into the fray. Happy Minty going to open up onto Ziz, so everything not looking good then for Evil Geniuses, and Ziz goes down solo. In comes a 7k heal, put into a fear. That was broken with Tremor. Drops the grounding as well. Wolf form to try and get into a position where he can heal. Doesn't need to at the moment though. Ziz going to be put into a sap, and Happy Minty is pulling a complete schooling here over onto Ziz, and it looks like, I'm not sure if he even trinketed that death coil to get back onto the target, but certainly it might have even been resisted. Ziz then still under pressure. Nothing happening for the team of GotGame, for Evil Geniuses. GotGame East, Venruki is out of manager, does use, I think he used evocation just for a little bit, and Happy Minty low because of that. Wasting all that mana is going to leave Happy Minty somewhat vulnerable as Sheeps weren't put into play. Has got Rupture on him, does face Happy Minty. Shield up on Ziz. Happy Minty did get a shield himself, so both these rogues fighting out. Kidney Shot going to be put onto Ziz then. Let's see if the heals are coming in. They are coming in, and the Arcane Barrage actually absorbed by grounding. That's going to help out a little bit, but is it going to be enough as Ziz goes down to 1k? Happy Minty still doesn't have him in control, and neither one of them do, but Ziz is going to drop, and surely Happy Minty's going to go down in this situation. In comes a clutch poly onto Azel. That's not going to be broken, and well, why isn't no mana whatsoever? 42 mana on Collective. Tried to melee Happy Minty down, and Happy gonna be feeling mint about that situation. I wasn't gonna say happy. Mint is an English expression, and well, apart from obvious desperate attempts by the Shaman to melee down Happy Minty, wasn't gonna happen. But wow, you know, maybe a spam of a water shield on the way could have helped. But we are gonna have a 3-0 victory, and that will be to the team of GotGame East that will move into the grand finals. And well, you know, this team, people said they were getting better, but that was absolutely fantastic.
I'm just outstanded that Sodder can play both Druid and Priest to such a high level.
Yeah, I mean, certainly commendable about his Priest skills there, and he took that Earth Shield off almost instantly when they each threw up a shield and an Earth Shield, and it was the shield that stayed up because the range and the sheer pressure that was put onto Collective to heal rather than come in and purge. Now, also though, Grounding Totem ate up that Arcane Barrage, which I thought was going to, you know, drop the kill. But still, when you're playing behind Venruki and Happy Minty is the guy doing all the control, you know, as a priest, you know, it gives you so much room. And so even if he's not the best priest in the world and isn't, you know, one of the more famous priests of like, oh, really, you know, Kin, also the other guy that's really weird, what's his name? It never wants to come on and do interviews on our show. Wait. Sherez? Finish off the Hydra. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you know, even if you're not a caliber of them, but playing behind those two must have been so much easier. I mean, because Happy Minty locked down Ziz almost all the time. And the only reason that actually Happy Minty got taken down in such a low position was because Venruki spent all his mana spamming Arcane Barrage onto like the Felguard and actually had to go away, pulled off, I think he actually used the gem, then he used the Evocate, but literally stopped it after a second if he did, to come back in the fight and help out. And that was the only time that they looked low, and that was kind of a repercussions of going so offensive. But why didn't they get... I don't know if they offensively used their counterspell early, but why couldn't they destroy that Feldom? Because you should be able to playing in...
interrupt the Feldom?
Yeah. Destroy it isn't, interrupt.
Yeah. Well, Venruki tried to get the counterspell off, but it came just like a few milliseconds too late.
Okay. So,
I mean, it's pretty hard unless... It's pretty hard to get the Feldom unless... mind numbing is on him.
Yeah, but he was in front of him, and he dropped the Felguard, and he had a. And the fact is that Azel did it right in front of him, and he wouldn't have had a CD.
But it's only half a second cast, and it's like you don't know when he's going to do it. So even and latency makes all the difference as well, and. I'm sure the latency seems really good on these servers today, actually. But even just 5 ms or 10 ms or 20 ms can make the difference between getting a Feldom interrupt and not getting one.
Yeah, certainly latency really kind of plays effect in like classes like rogues and also the kind of clutch things like counterspells. But it didn't matter.
It was literally just like 10 milliseconds or 20 milliseconds
what a
after
loser. I've never missed a counterspell.